Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while, people. I did say I was going to be putting out videos weekly, but life got in the way. So yeah, all I can do is apologise for that, but I am here with another video. Praise the Lord. Serious note, I am back with another video. So, from the title, as you can see, I am going to be discussing toxic love. Where do I start? So what gave me the idea of discussing it was all of this drama with Cardi B and Offset. I'm not one to usually sit and discuss about celebrity relationships, public figure relationships, influencer relationships. I don't really do that. It's not of an interest to me. But I just can't seem to escape the whole Cardi B and Offset drama. It's just like shoved in your face, like literally shoved in your face. So I thought, you know, I'm gonna go and talk about it, only just because when I've read the comments and I've seen some things and it's like, you lot are crazy. I've seen some people like, oh yeah, I want that kind of toxic love, or you know, Cardi B ain't going nowhere because he buys her this. That's fine. My man can do as he pleases as long as he provides for me and buys me this and buys me that. But a lot of comments that have made me raise my eyebrows, like there was just quite a few comments that I just thought, okay. To start off the video, I just want to explain what I view as toxic love / relationship. I am not a dating expert, I'm not a dating specialist, I'm not a counsellor or anything like that. But for me, a toxic relationship or a toxic situationship is one where there is consistent disrespect. You're probably not compatible with each other. Communication probably isn't great. There could be like a lot of lust as well. And yeah, it's just real volatile and it probably can get pretty nasty at times. Just going back to using Cardi B and Offset as an example, and there are lots of other celebrities that have been in the limelight for having these types of relationships. It's painful to watch, and I can only imagine how painful it is to be in that situation and having your news broadcasted out there. People say, oh, it's a publicity stunt. It could be, I don't know. But again, whether it is or not, it's awful, and there is a child involved as well. I think it is extremely important for people to not idolize these toxic relationships and label them as them just being passionately in love. To me, being in love means to respect one another, to try your hardest to communicate properly with each other, to sacrifice to each other, to not embarrass each other. Yeah, I don't know, maybe that's just me being old school, but yeah, that's how I look at it. And I understand a lot of things have changed, especially with a lot of people with my generation and younger. So I'm 28 and it's like people don't value a lot of traditional ideologies, a lot of traditional relationships, and just the little things like that. And a lot of things that are deemed toxic are glorified. So, you know, having affairs, they're so in your face now and they're glorified. And sometimes people have this ideology that, oh yeah, it's okay to be a side chick as long as I'm being looked after, and you know, like vice versa, all of that. And I think that just does not help at all, and it is glorifying this whole toxic relationship. If we go back to the reason why I decided to talk about this, was obviously because of the two artists that I mentioned previously. And you know, if you look at that, that's one person cheating on the other consistently and buying that person gifts, and then it's kind of all forgotten about. I don't think that's healthy. I know you don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but I just don't think that's healthy. To be in a situation, not talking about those two, but to be in a situation where you probably have trust issues, you and your partner argue regularly, maybe about things that have happened in the past. The communication's broken down. That is a lot for anybody to deal with, you know, mentally, spiritually, physically. It's gonna wear you down, and I don't believe love should wear you down. That's why I don't believe this toxic love is a thing. I personally don't believe there can be toxic love. I just think there can be toxic, but not toxic love. The two do not go together. Every relationship is different. Everybody has their own thing. Everybody has their own preference. What might work for one person may not work for the other, and that is completely fine, as long as you and your partner are on the same page and you're working together, and then that's going to be great. But where one person wants to live a certain type of way and do certain types of things, and the other person may not agree with it or they don't like it, it's not going to work. It is going to clash. And I find sometimes, you know, you can be in a relationship where you're a very outgoing person, you like to put your business on social media, to go out all the time, I don't know, you drink a lot, you do a lot of things that the opposite person doesn't like, and the other person finds it quite disrespectful. It's just not going to work. But you find a lot of situations where people are in that type of relationship, and they're staying together even though they are actually unhappy, but they're staying together because they're in love. And sometimes you have to just love people from afar, like way over there, because sometimes it's just not meant to be, and we need to learn to just let go. But letting go is a very hard thing to do, especially because it's like breaking a habit. It is. It's almost like sometimes breaking an addiction. You may have an addiction to that person, and the idea of it turning out different, the idea of you guys being together, getting married, having children, but sometimes it's just not meant to be, and we just need to put ourselves first and remove ourselves from situations that are actually toxic and detrimental to our health. And I just think that is extremely important. A lot of these toxic relationships, they are glorified, and I just don't think it's healthy at all. I think it actually sends quite a bad message out to a lot of the younger generation. I'm not going to pick on one sex, because both men and women can be as bad as each other, but in this instance I am going to discuss, you know, maybe the guy being the toxic one in the relationship. As women, there are certain things that we should walk away from, especially as, you know, we get older and we have children, and because we are setting an example for them as well. And it is important that you set the right example, because that's how these little people learn. They learn from us. So I just wanted to come on here and discuss kind of my thoughts and my opinion on this whole toxic love thing that seems to be floating around at the minute, because I'm just not a fan at all. But if you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. If you like, you can follow me on my Instagram, which is @womanoverload, or you can go directly to my website, which is www.womanoverload.com. Thanks guys for watching. Take care.